Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Deadbeats. I'm Will.
JT.
And I know our demeanor isn't the best right now, and you might think that one of our family pets had just died. But no, our family pets are alive and well. But for some fucking reason, JT, we're like, hey, let's end our found footage series. Let's do one more, we weren't sure. We were going to try to do a few more, we think, but we know we were at the end of the road with it, coming to an end. And you said, hey, Will, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Let's watch Megan is Missing.
Yeah. I was
JT.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it's just, we were going through, I don't know. I was like, what's some good movies? Like we've covered a bunch that we've both seen and shared with each other. Like you love Paranormal Activity. And it was cool for me to go back and listen to you. Then I said, hey, let's watch Wreck or VHS.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, that's really cool. Thanks for that.
Mm-hmm.
But we both always seen something or knew about something. I was like, you know what? Let's just go to a list and pick a found footage that we've never thought about watching, and let's just go with it. Let's just do Megan's Missing. I mean, I literally just picked it and just do it to you. Like, hey, what do you think?
And I said, yeah, never seen it either.
Yeah.
I thought about ending this on Blair Witch. Was gonna do that next or something, but I think after watching this movie, I think I need a very long break from found footage.
Yeah, I'm done. I think this is I think yeah, I'm done. I'm okay.
Okay. Deadbeaters, going to let you know this is not going to be a typical Deadbeats funny, fun-filled episode. This movie fucked with us.
Yeah, and that's not a bit either. I mean, it really.
No. This is real.
Yeah, it was. Fuck, man. I mean, it's pushing the lines of, you know what I mean? Of horror, and I don't think it's horror. I think it's just traumatizing, or you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not. It's scary in the sense that can really happen to people. And we'll get into all that, but just seeing it as a viewpoint of us who are fathers,
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah, it's too real.
Yeah.
I think like real is obviously the what you want to kind of get out of found footage, right? All the movies that we've watched that were found footage, it usually prefaces with like, "Hey, this was on real events. This is found footage from real events." I like that element with found footage, right? Because especially with Paranormal Activity, like that's what got me.
Yeah.
But this was too real. I don't horror. I fucked up for sure.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get into it more. I don't know. I can't describe what I was feeling the last 25 to 30 minutes of this movie.
Oh, dude, I was just dread, and I told you I had to fast forward through a bunch of it. Usually, because you watched it before me, and
Yeah.
I'm super sensitive sometimes with that type of you're like, hey man, I understand if you don't want to watch it, and
Yeah, I gave you an out. Yeah, I was like,
oh
dude, if we could figure this out, like we could do something else.
yeah, ooh,
Because at first I was like, hey, this is pretty important. I think you should watch it.
yeah,
And then like as I was kind of like going, I was like, nah, I would never want to pressure you to watch something that's this traumatizing.
oh,
And yeah, I was like, hey man, like you don't finish it. Like, you do not have to finish it. We'll figure it out. And you sure as hell finished it.
I'm a brave boy. But I
Yeah.
did fast forward. I did not. Yeah, Yoko had to. She's more. She's stronger than I am with that type of stuff. Like I just don't like. I like being scared. You know what I mean? Like monsters and ghosts and slashers like we talked about. But just like predators. You know what I mean? Like real evil. It just doesn't sit with me. Like when something can like really happen, it does happen. My God, it does happen. Like it could be happening right now to somebody, and I feel rage. Like I wanted to grab,
Yeah.
and we're getting into, but that the evil person in this, I wanted to find him, and I wanted to punch him in his fucking face. Excuse my language.
Yeah. Yeah. I share that same exact sentiment. Yeah, fuck. We'll get into it. All right.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. Yeah, I don't know where to start it. It's just very beginning, right? So this movie's called Megan is Missing. Opens up with two best friends, one named Megan and the other named Amy. Megan, more of like the rebel, popular,
Yeah.
has already had sex, right? Kind of like very, very, very like into her sex life. And let's preface this.
Yeah,
They're both 14 years old.
and automatically when it starts, I mean the actors aren't 14 years old,
Actors are in their 20s, yeah,
but
but
the characters are 14. So you're seeing 14-year-olds do this fucking far out there behavior, man. It just, yeah. you got. I don't know.
it puts a knot in my throat. Like I have one.
God.
They, yeah, I don't know. They do like first like teenage things, right? Like the first thing that you see is like they're like, hey, I'm Amy and I'm Megan and you're a slut, like it's stupid stuff, right? Like stupid bullshit. But then you like there's like a I don't know like they have like their fun banter back and forth. And then like you see this other side of Megan where she's like talking to another friend online, right? Like FaceTiming the other friend and there was a girl like there and she's like, yeah, I have like blow or I have cocaine and I'm like, they're fucking 14 years old. And then the other friend is like talking to this guy off camera. And then the guy comes into frame and he was clearly an adult male, like in his 30s.
I was gonna say 30s.
Had to have been, right?
I'm like, he just sitting on his couch with his 14-year-old, just like touching on her and
hand on her leg, and yeah, and
talking
fucking
about
like
sex and with each other, and the girl talking like, holy,
doing cocaine together.
just yucky, man. This whole thing is just gross.
Yeah. So, okay, fuck. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of silence out of this.
I say keep it in.
Yeah. So at one point, right? So you find that out, right? So they have this beautiful little friendship, right? Amy and Megan, and then you see this other side of Megan, more rebellious, right? Doing drugs, drinks, is having sex at 14 years old, and just wild shit. So she gets invited to this party by this fucking douchebag guy, dude.
Hate
This
that fucking
huge douchebag, bro. Like,
God, I hope he wasn't like I God, if I was,
I don't think so. I don't think
not,
you or I are either like that. He's like, "What up?
yeah, I just hate a lot of people.
Bring all the girls." Yeah, yeah.
No
Anyway,
guys.
no guys. Yeah.
If you want to bring your friend, the charity case Amy, he's talking to Megan's like, you got to do something for me, when you get there.
Yeah.
He's
like
talking about
fucking
sexual stuff.
Yeah. You have to do a sexual favor for me, and I'll let your friend come to this party. God damn it.
God, man.
So anyway, like they're at this house, right, and they're letting people in, making the girls pay $10, and all the guys are getting in for free.
Yeah.
Okay, that's red flag number one. But they're all drinking, they're partying. Amy is clearly distraught. Like she doesn't want to be there. She's drinking, but she's trying to also fit in. And she walks in on Megan doing something to that guy, and gets freaked out. And then Amy also at one point gets like kind of like pursued by that creepy old 30 guy.
The 30-year-old guy.
Yeah. And she denies him. And he slaps her in the face.
Dude, open hands, just whacks her. And she goes running around the house. And everybody's like, "Get away from me! Get away from me!" I'm like, everybody in
Yeah.
that place is horrible human beings except for her.
Oh, fucking terrible. Fucking terrible. Um, so anyway, that's just kind of builds on the lifestyle that they have. Amy is like this
Ugh.
sweet, innocent girl where her parents are still together, right? And they're very nice. And then Megan has this, again, this very rebellious personality. And her parents are not great, right? Her biological father, if I'm not mistaken, he had left.
I think
And
so.
then her mom had a stepdad who was in jail, but used to,
Yeah,
yeah,
he, the stepfather,
yeah.
inappropriately
Stepfather
did some
used to,
things with.
yeah,
Oh, man, this I forgot
for a
about
very
that.
long time. Yeah, I
You
forgot
know,
about that too. That's it.
I just re-explored
Yeah,
that with you when you said it because the movie's got so much stuff that we'll get to. I totally just forgot about like the stepfather sexual abuse with
yeah,
his stepdaughter.
for a very long time before he was in jail. He's already been in jail for years. Yeah. Anyway, so one of Megan's friends introduces her to this guy, Skater Boy or whatever his name was, or
Yeah,
Josh, and sent a picture, and I was like, this high school kid or whatever, this high school looking kid with blonde hair. So Megan's like, oh, I want to meet him. I want to FaceTime him or video chat with him. And he never showed his face, so red flag number one.
yeah. His
Um,
webcam was broken.
yeah, which they never are. So if you're listening to us, and you're ever speaking to somebody online, and their webcam is broken, they're not. They're probably much older than you think they are. They're probably a predator of some sort. So please just take, I don't know, if we're deadbeats, right? You know, Will and JT, silly guys, just if you could take any advice from us, and if you are, just don't. Okay.
Yeah, always be
Anyway,
cautious. Always be on guard. You know, and
yeah.
tell
Protect
people.
yourself.
Oh,
Like,
God,
yeah. Tell people, right? Yeah. Um,
what a fun episode, Will.
this is on you. You chose it.
Uh,
So she's talking to this guy. They're flirting. He's like, "Oh, point your camera down." And like, she's like, "Why?"
That's so
He's like,
uncomfortable.
"Point your camera down." And like, just to fucking show cleavage or what? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, pick that up.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to do some type of. I'm trying to make some type of joke. I just don't feel like joking about anything.
No. So talking to this guy, right, says he's going to go to a party, and she goes to meet him at the party. He's not there, whatever. So then she video chats him the next day, and or it's like, hey, you never showed up, like you were never there, whatever, blah blah. He goes, I was there the whole time. I knew what you were wearing,
Dude,
but I was too shy.
But he saw her because he fucking set every outfit to the barrette in her hair. You know what I mean? Like he was somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what's so. He was there really, watching her. Oh.
Yep. So yeah, they were video chatting. Amy was there, and Amy left, and Megan's like, oh, now that we're alone. And the guy, Josh or Skater Boy, whatever his name was on there, was like, hey, why don't you meet me behind the diner or wherever it was in 20 minutes?
And you're screaming your head like, don't. You realize, oh, she's 14. Like, she's been
Don't
naive.
do it.
And I'm not saying like every 14-year-old girl's naive, but at some point you.
Yeah. So she does. And she goes missing. Hence the title. Megan is missing. So search parties, right? People are looking for her and can't find her. Days go by. It's this whole thing starts January 2nd. I believe she goes missing like January 14th or something, somewhere along those lines. And then Amy is documenting everything. Amy's like, this is the places that we used to hang out, right? This is the time that we used to go to. This is, the place we used to go, whatever, under a bridge and hang out. And Megan's friends are blaming Amy, and there's this whole fucking thing because they're being really mean to Amy or they're fucking bullying her. And Amy's like, you know what? I'm just going to go to the spot where we used to hang out. And it was like I said, it was under this bridge. And she's like, and here's like a stuffed bear that we used to have. And then Amy gets taken.
Yeah.
And then news reports like, hey, like Megan, right? Now her best friend Amy is missing.
Like 2 weeks apart or something too, like that.
Yeah, and throughout the movie, it's like prompts on the screen that like, oh hey, this is cell phone video, like this is surveillance camera footage, this is whatever. And the moment I knew this movie was going to get terrible or like really fucked up, it says
photo one. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, photo one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There was releases of a photo of two photos of Megan on the dark web, and they were of her like, bound and like in this thing.
Oh.
In a very compromising position.
And I know this is a movie. Yeah. I'm not stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is based on like real stuff because I had to look at some stuff too. I had to first ensure it wasn't real because I was really did make me like what the fuck. But just know like we don't know. We're not stupid, me and you. We've been through some stuff. We know things are out there. We know the dark web exists, dude. We know right now like there's rooms and chat rooms where they have things like this. You know? And that's what I can't get out of my head. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so the showed photo. No, you're right. So showed the photos. And then another prompt shows up on the screen saying, this is the final found footage from Amy's camera. The last 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Captured on her camera. But it wasn't Amy filming anything. It was the captor. Filming Amy, right? Amy was in a cell in underwear, right? So just bra and underwear, and he was feeding her, but making her eat like a dog, and just doing fucked up shit, right? And there was a scene.
Oh yeah, I fast forwarded it. Are you about to talk about that scene?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fast forwarded it. I had to get Deadbeats Yoko. I had to have her watch it because I was like, all right.
Okay, so there was a scene where he pulls her out and throws her over a table.
Trigger warning.
The same table. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, trigger warning. Thank you for that. This is strong sexual content of illegal in nature, right? And not even in nature. It's illegal.
Oh, yeah.
And triggering to some people. So if you don't want to listen to this, you don't have to. But puts her over a table and starts doing stuff to her.
It goes on an awful long time. Because I was sitting there waiting to come back and.
Yeah, director really enjoyed putting the viewer in a really uncomfortable position because the camera was facing her face the entire time. Yeah, and it's super disturbing because the killer's hand comes into frame, and it's covered in blood.
Oh,
yeah, yep. Okay, so so that happens. Puts her back in the cell, and then he opens up the gate or the cell again, however long it took, and was like, all right, cool. Like, hey, and the whole time in this fucking underground thing, I knew something was up. Like, I knew something was up because the camera would always pan to this blue barrel.
Yeah.
It would always fixate and focus itself on this barrel the whole time. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with that barrel? So he opens up the cell and he goes, Amy, get into this barrel and I will bring you home. I don't want you to know where I live. So get into the barrel. Opens up the barrel.
Yeah.
Inside the barrel is Megan
Startled.
dead.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
looking down on her. Like, I was like, oh. Like, oh.
Yeah. And as you could tell, like, Amy was freaking out, right? And the captor still shoved her in it with her best friend
Oh.
still inside. Puts a lid on it, locks it.
Dude,
This is where the movie got too much for me. It
I
was
was,
already too much.
yeah.
It was already too much.
Dude,
This is where, like, yeah. Go
he
ahead.
drugged that barrel. And the next time he saw it, the barrel sitting next to him, and he's digging a grave. And I swear, dude, it went on for 15 minutes. Like I told you before the start, 'cause we usually don't talk about what we're reviewing, so we can have it like authentic on camera, like our viewpoints and everything. But I'm like, that scene was too much. Like I had to fast forward it too, because it's like literally the barrel while he's digging the grave, and you can hear like, "Please let me go, please let me go. I love you. I will do any." Like she's pleading with him to trick him to get her out of that barrel. And I fast forward, and I was literally watching it, and that it didn't move from the barrel that guy digging. And I asked you, Will, he's like, "How long did that go on for? Like ever?"
Yeah, it was about 15 minutes um,
It
of him
broke my
beginning the
heart.
dig and finishing the dig. The entire time she's begging and pleading. Even prior to when he locked her in that barrel, it was on her for a ungodly amount of time, screaming, banging on it,
Yeah.
pleading, yelling, and then brings her to that hole. It brings her to the site. Begins the dig, ends the dig. It had to have been about 15 minutes. It
Bro,
felt
it was.
like fucking ages, and the whole time, fucking dude, this actress. Oh man, I know the actress wasn't really inside of it, but like the whole time, she was inside of it, locked with her dead friend in there.
Oh,
Um, I can't. This is gonna fucking put into what I was thinking about the whole time. It's dark. The only thing she could probably see is like the glow of the light, right? Kind of glowing against the barrel that she's in, and all she can hear is digging,
yeah.
screaming, pleading, saying, "I love you, I love you." I won't tell I'll never go back to my parents. I will be
Yeah.
with you and only you.
And
Fucking wild.
she's saying that with like
Mm-hmm.
her dead friend hanging over her shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that she's
Yeah.
that close to her dead friend somewhere in there, like on top of her.
Mm-hmm. And then at one point, when he was done digging, she's still screaming and crying. He takes the barrel, throws it into the hole, the extremely shallow grave that he just dug. She's still screaming and pleading as he's throwing dirt on top of it. I can't imagine being inside of it and hearing and seeing the dirt just go over top of it. The worst part about this whole thing was the audio. As he's grunting and picking up piles of dirt and throwing it over top of the barrel, her screams and cries and pleads begin to muffle.
Yeah.
And then at one point, silent.
Yeah.
He takes the camera. He shows, I guess, where he buried her. And then starts to walk away. And as he walks away, he turns back. And it's just open field, right? It's at night, right? But like woods everywhere, open field. Like, they're good, you know.
How many more people are out there? Like, is he still? What's he doing right now? You know, and
Yeah. So yeah, he leaves, and then the movie ends with that.
what?
It shows the two missing persons for Amy and Megan, and you don't get closure.
No, but you know what you do get. I don't know if the end part really got me too. Is like it ends with like the video of them talking to each other on the bed,
Oh
and
God,
that's
yeah.
what broke me the most, dude. I was like, because they're like, what type of man you think? Well, like they have their whole life ahead of them, and they're talking about what they're going to do in the future, who they're going to marry, like normal girls talk and or normal kid stuff, and you just know, like, God, this is going to be your permanent version on this earth forever. You won't get to experience all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it shows the posters and
Can
all that stuff. Okay.
Can you do me a favor? Because you
Yeah.
usually we clip stuff. Can we just clip some stuff from VHS? An episode we
Yeah,
did a
yeah. I
while
won't.
ago,
Yeah,
and put some
I
cool
won't
stuff.
do. I
And
don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna advertise this.
yeah, let's just.
I think I'm just gonna. I don't honestly. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this out. And this is genuine. This is
Yeah,
Will and JT, the real best friends,
yeah,
right? In real life. This isn't a bit.
yeah.
I don't know if I'm putting this out. I have
It's
no
rough,
idea.
man. The only reason why I think if we do put it out is if we advocate for whoever does listen to us or listen to this podcast. Predators like this exist.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're safe at home doesn't mean you're safe at home. We live in times where we don't get invited to vans anymore. We get invited to online or gaming in Fortnite or Roblox or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be careful. So if we could take anything from this, please, 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 if you're anybody and you're suspecting anybody's creepy stalking you, tell a parent, tell a friend, and just
Yeah.
stop your communications with said person
Yeah.
immediately. Don't go out
Especially
to a diner.
the parents. Like the parents probably listening to us. Our target audience, or not even our target, but our audience are for the most part parents. Yeah. With that, we please just monitor your children's stuff. You know who they're talking to, right? They're playing games or whatever it is. Gaming is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Chat rooms, I don't know, like that's an old thing of the past, but that still exists. Like there's still video chat stuff, and just know who they're talking to. Kind of police it, see what they're looking up, right? Make sure their YouTube videos are to their age, and God, this is a fucking rough one.
But that'd be the only reason why I like to put it out because we can be a part of the good communications on the internet. If whoever is watching
Yeah,
can
for
hear
sure.
this last bit, at least maybe they can make some awareness.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Whew, all right. So
No
that
more
is
found
gonna
footage.
we're done found footage. We're done found footage. That's gonna finish it. What a fucked up movie.
Dude.
My deadbeat in the movie is the fucking director and writer.
Okay.
Fuck you. That
Yeah.
sucked.
And
God.
if there's any predators or anybody that listens to us or sees this, fuck you too. How about
Yeah,
that?
fuck you. Yeah,
Yeah.
big fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Oh,
yes. Um,
dick.
God. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. That's no more found footage. We're done with that. Do we announce what we're doing next, or do we let's just wait? Do you want to wait? What do
Yeah.
you want to do?
I think can you make a cool post or something maybe, and like we just end this where it is, and maybe you can that can be like our announcement.
Yes.
We do some VHS stuff to tie it in, and then you can make a big announcement on Instagram. That'd be fun.
I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much for listening to us. I know this was a tough one to get through. This was a tough one to do. If you follow us already, thank you so much. Please follow some of our family members, right? We got Deadbeats Drew, who does books. We have Deadbeats Britt, who does TV shows. Deadbeats Yoko, who's our manager. We have Deadbeats JT, and myself. I run the Deadbeats Podcast Instagram page. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Instagram. We are on TikTok. You know where to find us, follow us, and if you continue to listen, thank you. We love you. That is it for found footage. JT, what do you got for him?
Be good humans and stay safe and love each other.
It's a great way to sign off. Thank you. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.